We, in Southwestern University College of Medicine, having based our decisions on valid, legal, and historic documents that exist in the university archive, we feel being prejudiced and oppressed in that CHED Regional Office 7 has indirectly contributed much harm to our psychosomatic distress by seemingly siding with Southwestern University, Matthias H. Asner Memorial College of Medicine, rather than acting as a neutral, monitoring, and regulatory body. Moreover, in spite of the fact that Southwestern University also sent a letter to CHED Regional Office 7 regarding this dispute, the regional office openly decided to ignore our side, an act of dishonesty and favoritism. Allow me to explain to you from the beginning of what exactly happened. I will show you real facts and documents. You can even download the link of the original file for your own reference. Now, representing the Southwestern University legal counsels are Attorney Ulpiano Sarmiento, who is the co-author of MORPHE, which stands for the Manuals of Regulation for Private Higher Education. He is also the Dean of the San Beda College of Law in Alabang, and he is also a Party A list representative. And Attorney Godwin Manginsay, who is the Dean of the Southwestern University College of Law. And now we will look at the Commission of Higher Education representatives. Dr. Patricia Lequanon is the chairperson of the CHED Central Office. Attorney Julito Vitriolo is the executive director of the CHED Central Office. The following are the CHED commissioners: Maria Cynthia Bautista, Ruperto Sangalang, Manela Alarcon, and Alex Brillantes. Dr. Freddie Bernal is the CHED Region 7 Regional Director. This is the original laminated document that was the basis of accrediting Southwestern University to confer a Doctor of Medicine MD degree. It is very much disputed nowadays, but still holds unshakable authority for decision-making. It is the oldest, dating 1954, and may still be the only one out there that grants Southwestern colleges, now Southwestern University, the right to run the College of Medicine. There is no other document of the same capacity. Not even Matthias H. Asner Memorial Foundation, or CHED, can provide an updated proof of document, which may have replaced this document. Then it is imperative that this document remains the basis to command the direction of decision. Now let's review the CHED Manuals of Regulation for Private Higher Education, also known as MORPHE. As you can see, the co-author is Attorney Ulpiano Sarmiento. Now, if anybody who knows this regulation better, it would be Attorney Sarmiento. When you first open a school, there are two phases, the permit and recognition phases. The initial permit to operate, as described above, applies only to the first and second year levels of the program applied for, and shall be granted only after the first and second year level requirements are met. On the second year of operation of the degree program, the higher education institution must apply for permit to operate the third year level or may apply for recognition if the applicant institution has complied all the requirements for the continuous operation of the degree program applied for. And the recognition phase is defined as, at the start of the third year of operation of the degree program under permit, the higher education institution must file an application to the Commission for the recognition of such program. Upon such application, the Commission shall conduct an assessment of compliance of the applicant institution, and if all the minimum requirements for the operation of the program are met, the Commission shall issue the corresponding certificate of recognition. Now let's review the difference between a permit and recognition. A permit refers to a form of government authority issued by the Commission to a higher education institution for the operation of a particular higher education program on probation. The permit is renewable and generally revocable for non-compliance with the program requirements. A recognition is another form of government authority or approval granted to a particular higher education program for operation as a continuing or permanent concern after having been satisfactorily operated under a government permit. Recognition constitutes the basis for the graduation of students. It remains valid unless revoked for cause. According to Section 61 of the MORPHE Handbook, When CHED decides to close a program, there are two kinds, voluntary and involuntary. Regardless, the students that are already in the second, third, and fourth year levels of the program shall be allowed to finish their study until graduation. In addition, for a program closure, CHED must provide a due process. There was no due process given. And if CHED says we have to apply for a new permit, then they should have revoked the old recognition which was given in 1954. Until this date, it has never been revoked. Now let's review the Education Act of 1982. As mentioned before in the Morphy Handbook, the process of recognition shall consist of two parts, viz., the permit phase and subsequently the recognition phase. The authorization obtained under the permit phase is temporary, while the authorization concomitant to recognition is continuing until withdrawn or revoked. Until this date, the recognition of Southwestern University, which was issued in 1954, remains valid and has not been revoked. CHED was misled into believing that because of Republic Act 6055, that Southwestern University College of Medicine has converted into a non-stock corporation pursuant to the law. But the truth is, it remains part of Southwestern University. What happened in 1970, the Asner family created a foundation, which is the Southwestern University Matthias H. Asner Memorial College of Medicine Foundation Incorporated, which is separate from Southwestern University Incorporated. In 1970, there was no ceding nor any vesting of any rights from Southwestern to Matthias H. Asner Memorial. So the assets and properties of Stock Corporation was not given to the non-stock corporation. When Matthias H. Asner Memorial Foundation was created, it merely operates the College of Medicine upon authority given by Southwestern University. On June 9, 2014, CHED and BONC issued Resolution number 323-2014. Now this is an 11-page document, but I'll only highlight the important parts. And as you can see, even CHED recognizes many times in the resolution document that the government recognition belongs to Southwestern University. Now let's examine the cease and desist order from the Commission on Higher Education issued on June 2, 2015. Attorney Julito Vitriolo from CHED Central Office acknowledged in his letter dated April 23, 2014, that the government recognition belongs to the Southwestern University and that it is within its corporate powers of Southwestern University to carry out its purpose and to promote interest and welfare of the corporation. And now, he has signed a cease and desist order because we have no permit? First of all, a permit and recognition is different. Why does Southwestern University need a new permit when we have had recognition since 1954? And even if we apply for a new permit, they have to revoke the old permit. During the CHED Region 7 Forum held on May 5, 2014 in Diplomat Hotel, Cebu City, the forum was spearheaded by Matthias H. Asner Memorial Student Council, CHED representatives, and Matthias H. Asner Memorial faculty. No representative from Southwestern University was present. It was a purely biased forum in favor of Matthias H. Asner Memorial College of Medicine. According to Attorney Isugan, who is the administrative officer of CHED Region 7, she said, when there was a contract for Matthias H. Asner Memorial to manage its program for CHED, Matthias H. Asner Memorial is authorized. It was CHED who issued the authority, and it is CHED who will revoke the authority with the agreement of both parties, and not just by one party. CHED cannot be just told to change its records. Our point here is that CHED is trying to interfere a pure management issue, which CHED should not. It is within corporate powers of Southwestern University to carry out its purpose and to promote interest and welfare of the corporation. If the university decided to replace Matthias H. Asner Memorial Foundation, it is their prerogative, and CHED should not interfere. The main role of CHED is the neutral, monitoring, and regulatory body.